Hey guys, hey yogis. I'm Victoria from Tree Living Yoga, and following on from last week from our ankle exercise yoga poses session we did, I thought I would do one for knees. So especially if you're running or cycling or anything like that. So if you have a block and a strap, just have your block and strap handy for in a bit. Okay, we're going to start just with your feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Okay, slight bend in your knees. Warming up a little bit. Going to have a little bit of a cat-cow movement with your back. So just sort of rounding and arching your back. So breathing out. Inhaling. Just getting a little bit of movement into your spine. Waking up your thighs a little bit. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's just go one more. Inhaling. Coming up to stand. And we're going to try circling. Whatever you can do with your arms, just circling your hips. So at the moment your legs are nice and straight, or straight-ish. And nice. Just gently moving around. Moving into your hips here. Okay, and then in the opposite direction. So just bringing in as much movement as you can. Or you can have your hands, wherever you want to put your hands. It's one of those like weird poses to know what to do with your hands. Oh, nice. If you feel any of those lovely popping, air releasing sounds, as long as you're not in pain. Gently come into a stop. Okay, we're going to come into a little bit of a squat. So if for you, coming down into a squat doesn't feel that great at the moment, you can always use a wall and just squat against the wall, coming down. If you feel okay to come into a squat, I'm going to try and come down onto your toes. You could always hold onto the floor or have a block. So you're just encouraging a little bit more of a deeper range of movement in your knee. You don't have to stay here for too long, okay? If it doesn't feel good and you want to come up, just moving up. Awesome, guys. We're going to move a little bit. So if you are on the wall, come away from the wall and encouraging your knees to move inwards. Same as we did in the ankle one. Bringing us in to just be a little bit warmer. One more each side. So I'm coming back to the middle. Standing up. Getting nice and steady with your feet. So we are working a little bit on your hip as well. Just bringing that right knee up. And then with your toes, I'm going to try and show you're moving out. So you're gently coming out. Bringing your feet down, around. Just going to start with a little movement. So your feet are coming in as well. So you're turning out. And then your foot's turning. Bringing it back in front. So your foot's like a steering wheel that's guiding it out. Reaching it back. Bringing it forwards. Using your foot to turn out. guiding it back, bringing it forwards. Okay, last one, foot steering out, guiding back, coming forwards, releasing that foot down, changing sides, picking up your left knee. Okay, getting steady, so using that foot to turn out. So you can feel that movement in your hip, taking that foot, feeling that hip move, extending your leg a little bit, bending your knee, bringing it back up. So your foot is going out. So it's your foot, your knees following, then your leg, bringing it back. Some guys taking that foot out, knee out, extending that leg out, bringing it back in. Awesome, just two more. So trying to stay on that foot. If you find you're wobbling all over the place, then just grab a piece of furniture or maybe stand by the wall. Last one. Bringing it back. And that foot to come down. Standing so your feet are again hip width apart. And we're going to try and distribute the weight onto all of the different edges of your feet. Okay, so we're moving on the sides. Bring the weight forward so your knees are nice and soft. To the back. So you're moving all the way around. Okay, we're going to go in the other direction. So you're getting into your toes. Okay, edges of your feet, backs of your feet, sides of your feet. Keeping your knees nice and soft. Super, awesome, awesome, awesome. And stopping. Okay, we're going to try just feeling that movement on one leg. So we're gently bending that knee. Trying to move your weight. Oh, it's a bit tricky. So trying to move your weight around that foot. Whoa. So just feeling that stability, and we're creating this lovely range of movement. So if you were to, I've got really flexible ankles, so for me sometimes when I'm running, not so much nowadays, but I used to just fall off my ankle, and then my knee would go in a funny direction. So it's almost like preparing so that you're keeping everything nice and stable. Sorry about that. That's the only thing with these Apple Watches, even though they always interrupt you. It's a bit like Siri on your computer. There's some pitch in my voice that makes Siri just start talking to me. Okay, opposite direction. 2. Awesome. Releasing both feet down. I'm going to come for a seat down on the floor. Just going to change the angle of the camera so it's a little bit further down. Sorry, not very should be, is it? Okie doke. So if you have your left shin a little bit like it's in a cross-leg position, and then with the right leg, right toes up, and just rotating that foot. So noticing how your leg feels. If you can feel that movement, and I lift the foot up, keep moving, And now opposite direction. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to try and create a movement that extends your leg all the way up. So taking that foot out, reaching it out, straightening it up, and then your foot is going to turn in, coming down, turn your foot out, reaching that up, straighten out your leg, changing the direction of your foot, bringing it down, inhaling up. So it's little circles, your leg's not really making the circle, it's more from your foot, that shin bone, okay, trying in the opposite direction, coming up, turning out. Feels like a bit of a brain exercise as well. Just concentrating on keeping the movement nice and steady and slow. Releasing that foot, changing sides. So we'll just start with the foot on the floor, making circles. And then picking that leg up. My ankle's chatting to me quite a bit here. I don't know what it's saying, but it's talking to me. And then going in the opposite direction. Oh, it's not talking now, it's lovely. Again, going for that. So with your foot, reaching up, straightening out, coming down. So I feel a lot more activation underneath, like in the arch of my foot here, almost as if it's gonna cramp up as I move it outwards. But nice feeling that whole movement and that chain all the way up your leg, opposite direction, so foot going out, bringing it around. So everything is guided by your foot. Coming up, and you can feel that sensation running from your ankle all the way up to your knee. Last one. Releasing that foot. Okay, let's change sides. So we're going to take your right hand underneath, grab hold of your left forearm, and we're going to grab the outside edge of that left foot. Okay, and just going to try and draw the left foot in towards the center line. 2. And then that left foot is going to try and pull away, moving to the left side. So we're keeping a little bit of resistance on it. 2, 1. Okay, keeping that foot where it is as you take your hand away, allowing that foot to move all the way over to the other side. Okay, we're going to change arms. So taking your left arm under, right hand on top. We're going to hold the toe side edge, drawing it a little bit to the left again. And then your foot is going to try and work its way to the midline. And at the same time, we're going to create a little bit of resistance, pulling it away from the midline. And then holding your foot here. Releasing, changing sides. So we're going to reach your left arm under, holding on to that right forearm, reaching for the outside edge of your foot. So drawing that foot towards the midline to start with. So you can feel that a little bit of effort in your hand. And then your foot's going to start to engage, feeling that engagement at the outside edge of that left leg. And your foot is drawing away to the left side. 1. And then releasing that grip. Changing. So taking your right arm underneath, grab hold of that forearm, grab the inside edge of that foot. And to start with, guiding it out, not too much, but just a little bit. And then starting to work that foot. So your foot is coming into the midline. And the arm is pulling against it. 2. And releasing. Oh, nice. Okay, we're gonna come up to stand. Okay, so start having your strap and your block nearby. Just having both feet nice and solid. We're gonna lift all 10 toes. And then drop your toes down. Then I just try and leave your big toes down and lift your 8 toes up. So this is something I'm working on, but really not succeeding at the moment, but trying to get my big toe to come up while the other toes go down. So I'll keep you posted on that progress, but for the moment it's like a toe struggle. But if that's something that you can engage in already, then going for that. So having your strap, maybe like the long edge of your strap, so that it's just laid out in front. And we're gonna pop your block down. Awesome. Just bringing that block so it's in between. It's just as a bit of a marker, really. And all we're going to try and do is try and pull the strap with your big toes. So your big toes, bringing your feet nice and close into the block, and then trying to pull the strap with your big toes in opposite directions. And we're going to try and take your big toes down and the other 8 toes up. Okay, pulling it. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. So just getting rid of that strap for a moment. And finding that position where you've got the block, but your feet feel free, your toes feel free. Okay. So we're just pressing into the block. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, releasing our block. We're going to grab your strap and bring the strap over your legs. The first one that we're going to do is we're going to try and make the strap nice and tight. Okay, so just bring in that strap. Okay. So we're going to try similar. We're going to try all 10 toes. Pulling away. And then we're going to try just your big toes down, 8 toes up. Okay. So you're feeling the inner edges of your feet activate and pulling out. Okay, we're going to try and keep, so your legs are pulling out, your toes are trying to pull out, just bending a little bit, either hands onto your waist or out in front. Keep pressing, coming up, like pressing outwards, yeah? Okay, so I'm just going to bring it a little bit tighter. Okay, lifting all 10 toes, pull away. Drop down your big toes, little toes up, pulling them away. As you bend down, thighs are trying to pull apart as well. Bending down, bending down. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. And slowly coming up. Okay, let's just do one more. We'll go a little bit wider this time. Right. Let's go. It's not the best look, is it? Gonna go for all 10 toes. Pulling apart, pulling apart, pulling apart. And then big toes down, 8 toes up. Trying to pull apart so you can feel your feet. Bend your knees. Sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back, sit back. Keep pressing apart, standing up. Whew. Okay, changing. Get rid of that strap. And I'm going to try for the other side. I'm going to try pressing in. I'm going to try and squeeze the block. Let's go block in between our feet, first. So, similar to before, we're squeezing the block in. Toes down, 8 toes up. And just checking out your knees and your toes. So for this, try and keep everything parallel. You're pressing in. Instead of pushing out, pressing in. Pressing, 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 pressing. And coming up. Okay. Big toes down, 8 toes up. Pressing in, 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 pressing in. Coming up. Okay, we're going to bring this block. It's a bit uncomfortable, okay? So you can skip. If you've got like a softer block, it's much nicer, but bringing it between your ankles. Okay. Big toes down, 8 toes up. And then we're going to try and come up. Pressing in, coming down, squeezing, staying on your toes, pressing your ankles in. 2, coming up, trying to keep that pressure coming up, coming up, coming up. Heels down. Okay, let's try the second one without the block. So lift all 10 toes. Then all toes down, big toes down, 8 toes up. Relax all your 10 toes. Come up onto your toes. Try and keep your knees tracking. Arms out. Coming down, coming down. And then gently coming back up. Trying to stay on your toes if you can. All the way up, all the way up. Heels down. Hands onto your waist. Exhaling with soft knees, forwards. Reaching your arms out. Get nice and long through your back. You can bend knees to start with. Head down. And then just playing with straightening out your legs a bit here. Maybe they'll go straight. Maybe keep your knees bent. Keep the one around your head, your neck to relax. Letting go. And then if you feel like coming back into that toe squat, coming back down. So it feels like we're not doing very much, but it's trying to create some stability around our knee and our ankle. So I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you